Is anyone else who's single going through something where they're like, what the fuck is happening with dating?
Now, I'm aware dating everywhere is ghetto, but dating in Dallas is just getting more and more ghetto. It's top tier ghetto.
He planned the date. He said we was gonna come over we were gonna go on a date on Wednesday, right? So I got a babysitter.
I text him back something, and then I just never got a text back. And I was like, dang, this boy done ghosted me. Who do you think he is?
He didn't text me back, or he didn't text me after. He didn't call me, so I guess I gotta find other plans because I already have a babysitter tomorrow.
Dating life in 2026.
I need to know if this is a universal problem or if I just gotta be looking in different places.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Desktop Drop. Let's dive in.
Now, I'm aware dating everywhere is ghetto, but dating in Dallas is just getting more and more ghetto. It's top tier ghetto. This man asked me on a date. He picked the place. He picked the time. He picked the day. Okay? He picked today, 7 p.m. At 4:45, I get a text message. Now, mind you, before this entire day, I had no nails on. They was booty diggers. Okay? I did my nails. I did my hair. I did my skincare. I cooked dinner early. I got a babysitter. I told the school I was coming to pick my daughter up early so I could be at this date on time. I picked my outfit, set it out, took a shower, deep clean, shave here, shave there. Why at 4:45 this man texts me talking about, can we do tomorrow? Because his workload is a bit much for the day. And I know some people are going to be like, oh my God, you should have some grace, this, that, and the third. Fuck grace. Because when he texted me at 10 o'clock, Grace wasn't in the room. He said work was crazy. And he waited till 4:45, 2 hours and 15 minutes before our date to cancel.
Getting your hair, nails, and babysitter ready doesn't make his work emergency fake. Not every cancellation is a character flaw.
Is anyone else who's single going through something where they're like, what the fuck is happening with dating? Like, why is it so horrible? These men out here are making me be like, no, I'll just give up. I'm okay by myself, because the horrors out there are insane. And I don't think it's just me, because I've talked to my friends, they feel the same way. And then I just keep hearing horror story after horror story that makes me genuinely scared. So I need to know if this is a universal problem or if I just gotta be looking in different places.
If every dating story is a horror story, maybe the problem isn't that all men are terrible. It's failing because social media convinced people that every bad date is proof the entire gender is broken.
Why is it that literally every man that I encounter, they're like, they come on that they know what they want and they are saying the right things and doing the right things and like actually following up with it with action, and then one day they just wake up and they're like, yeah, I can't do this. Or my ultimate favorite is when we're actually together and like in a relationship, and then I just don't hear from him anymore. Such a great feeling. Like I guess I'm just like too awesome that they just couldn't handle it, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Like that's literally how my dating life is going. So
It's probably not that you're too awesome. Most people don't leave great situations. They leave situations they don't see long term.
Dating life in 2026. So basically, I met this guy on Facebook dating. That was my first problem. What are you doing, Mari? Anyways, we start texting. He got a good vibe, nice, attractive voice. He God-fearing, very tall, like 6'8", because I'm tall, so that's important. Anyways, fast forward, we start texting, and he was like, I want to take you on a date. And I'm like, boom, yeah, we can go on a date. So the day of the date come, myself, I went ahead and locked my keys in the car. I was so mad because I was headed to the date, locked my keys in the car. So I was telling him, no biggie, I can get it out, No, it took way longer than I expected. So I asked him if we could push the date back later that day. He was like, nah, because I got something to do. I'm like, understandable. We'll just reschedule. Boom, next day come around. Up early in the morning, he was like, hey, I'm headed to Waffle House to eat because I don't feel like cooking breakfast. I want to know if you want to slide through. And I'm like, yeah, I'll slide through. I'm up already. And plus, I didn't get to go on the date yesterday because of my car. So I want to show him that, I like him. I want to meet him. So we go to Waffle House, have a great time, had a grand time. And we start texting again, the weeks go by. We just texting, same thing, what you doing now. Background, he just moved in town, and so he just got a new job, so he's transitioning, all that, and he started working night shift. So I understand why the texting kind of got a little stagnant. I'm understandable. I'm not one of the women that be trying to nitpick everything. No, I'm understandable. Even though I didn't have to be understandable, but I'm understandable. Because if you're not ready to date, yeah, anyways, let's keep going. So anyways, no, we're just texting. He has not asked me to go on a date again. Nothing like that. It's just getting redundant. Same questions. How are you doing? What you eating? This basic stuff getting boring. A girl can only take so much what you doing. So I text him back something, and then I just never got a text back. And I was like, dang, this boy done ghosted me. Who you think he is? But anyways, I look on a text message. Some days go by because I stopped texting. I'm like, well, oh well. Then I said, let me go look at the text message. And I see that I was the one that didn't text back. So I'm like, oh shoot, that's me. So my bad. Let me text him and tell him my fault. And I said, dang, so you just ghosted me? He was like, nah, I just see that you didn't respond back, and I can't keep, reaching out if you not. I said I have not ghosted you ever. And I told you that I was interested in you, so you didn't think to reach out and see if something was up, because obviously I did not see the text message. That's why I've never done that to you. Anyways, he was like, nah, you right. I just didn't know. And then I said, and then again, I really should have been ghosted you, because you ain't even took me out on a date, and it's been like three weeks since the Waffle House. And I said, and technically Waffle House wasn't even a date because you was already going there. You just told me to slide through. But I went anyways, and I ain't said nothing about that. And he was like, you right. I understand that. He was like, I would have understood if you ghosted me, because I haven't been taking you on a date, but I do want to take you out on a date soon, and you gotta let me do that. And I'm like, bet, I'll allow that. So anyways, fast forward, we keep texting, going on like the third, fourth week again, 2 weeks again, and he has yet to say anything about the date that he promised. Nothing. But I see him on his social media. He going out to eat. He going to the gym. He know I work out. He going to church. He know I'm God-fearing. He ain't invited me to nothing.
Men make time for what they want. If he's scheduling everything except you, the answer isn't hidden. You're just ignoring it.
I go back and forth with Hinge. So I get bored and I'm like, I'm lonely. So then I'll download Hinge. I'll look through my previous matches, see if I'm second guessing if I need to message any of them. And then I'll go back and swipe for a little bit until I'm okay, I'm tired of the small talk. I'm just gonna delete this. This is stupid, right? And so I had done that. And I re-downloaded the app the other day, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this guy a chance. I don't even know why I didn't message him back from years ago, or months ago, from the fall. So anyway, I messaged him, and I was like, oh, can we try again? And he's like, only if you're serious this time. And I'm like, okay. So we literally started re-messaging, or messaging for the first time, essentially, Sunday. And then he's like, well, I want to get off this app. When can we hang out? And da-da-da-da-da. Well, he doesn't live in my city. I live in Texas. Texas is a big state. So he's not very close to me. But essentially he travels across the state for his job, whatever. So he's like, I can make a date on Wednesday work. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll get a babysitter, because if you don't know, I'm a single foster parent of 6 kids, 5 and under. So anytime I date, that's the first question guys have is how do you have time to date? And I'm like, well, if it's worth my time, I will put time into it. And I've made it work, but also my kids are a big part of my life, and I'm not going to limit the mother that I am because men are terrible, and dating sucks, dating sucks in San Antonio. And so I've gotten to the point where I just I would rather put the effort into my kids than I will dating more people. And so I kind of paused my dating life for a while because it just wasn't worth it to me. It was going nowhere. It was situationships that guys just want somebody to hook up with, but they don't want to say that because they know that most women are gonna walk away. So instead, they will try to date you, say, oh, I'm just seeing the vibes, blah, 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 right? And so I'm just sick of it, seeing the vibes, seeing how things go. I'm just over that. And then, so I stopped dating for a long time, and I have, but it's I am gonna be 31 this year, and I'm just am I missing out on opportunities just because I'm not putting myself out there and things like that? So I go back and forth between should I be putting myself out there, or should I just be content with where I am at this point in my life? So anyway, The guy was like, he planned the date. He said we was gonna come over or we were gonna go on a date on Wednesday, right? So I got a babysitter. And then he's like, can we FaceTime first? And I'm like, sure, because I get it. Like, you want to talk and FaceTime before you travel all this way for a date, right? So we FaceTime tonight, and we're like in the middle of talking, and he's like telling me how, because I'm like, he like questioned me for a while about like why I haven't dated and blah blah blah, and then like made a comment about how I ghosted him. I literally just didn't respond to his match, but whatever. And so I was just kind of like, okay. And then I was like, well, why haven't you dated? Because I asked him, like, have you been dating this whole time? And he was like, oh, no, like, I'm just minding my business. And I'm like, well, why haven't you been dating then? And he's like, oh, because I just keep getting ghosted. And I'm like, well, what about you is making people ghost you? And he's like, I don't know, like, I think, women just don't know what they want, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, dating is just kind of, and then, like, he's like, wait, hold on a sec. And then he hangs up the phone, and then that's it. Like, mid-sentence, mid-conversation. He didn't text me back, or he didn't text me after, he didn't call me, so I guess I gotta find other plans, because I already have a babysitter tomorrow.
Dating in 2026. He planned the date, called first, traveled to you, and the interrogation started before the appetizers. Then he's the villain for leaving? Come on.
Yesterday, I went on a date with this man. Mind you, I met him like earlier in the week at some like hookah spot or whatever, but yeah, he was like, oh, let's go out this weekend, whatever. All right, so I'm like, okay, fine, we go out to eat. So we go to Del Frisco's. All right, so we go to Del Frisco's for like 7, 8 o'clock. First red flag is he keeps calling me like, where'd you park? Mind you, I got there before him, so I circled around and ended up finding parking. But I'm like, it's gonna be hard to find parking, so let me include a major thing. He's Jamaican. So I'm like, just do the valet across the street. So he's like, okay, well, what's the name of the valet? What do you mean, what's the name of the valet? It's the valet for Del Frisco. Let's just go across the street, right? All right, cool. Okay, so we get parking situated. Everything is cool. I am at the coat check, checking in my code. I already showed them my vaccine card, everything fine. So he's showing them his vaccine card, and the host comes up to me and is like trying to get us to go to our seats, but he's like over there talking to the guy for like quite some time. So I'm just like waiting on him. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just waiting on him to finish his vaccine stuff. So he's talking. Literally like 3 to 5 minutes have passed and they're still talking. So I look over and I'm like, what's up? So he's like, come here. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go over there, and mind you, he has a fitted cap on. So, and like I said, we're at Del Frisco's. You know how they be acting downtown and stuff. So he's like, oh, they're saying I had to take off my hat. I'm like, okay, take it off. So he's like, oh no, they want me to take off my hat. I'm not doing it. I can't walk around like this. Mind you, I seen that his hair was like, bushy. So I'm like, okay, he don't have a cut, but like, are you a girl? Because who cares? So, not who cares, but like, come on, bigger fish to fry here, buddy. So he's acting like he wants to leave the restaurant. Baby, I paid for my parking and my coat is checked. We're eating here. So I'm just like, yeah, just take your head off, and when we sit back down, just put it on. He's like, I cannot walk around like this. I'm like, in my head, like, drama, boo, tomato, like, you're just being ass. So he ends up taking it off because I guess he notices I'm not budging. Nobody's budging. Like, you're just going to have to take it off, or we're going to have to go somewhere else. So he takes it off, and from what I could see, it just looked like his hairline is like just a little fucked up, and he got the bushy ass hair. Y'all, we sit down. All right, we take a fucking seat, and the thing that I see across from me, the nigga I see across from me, like, I'm gonna show y'all a picture. Please hold. The woman was too stunned to speak. Why didn't you stand your ground and try to go to another restaurant? I would have never took my hat off if I would, he should have just gave me the money and left. I would never show that head. What do you want me to do with it? And then he proceeds to explain to me that he just got the Tory Lanez hairline reconstructive surgery or whatever. But the more I pay attention, the more I'm noticing his sideburns are airbrushed on, mustache airbrushed on, beard airbrushed on. So you are a deceiver.
He wasn't hiding a wife, he wasn't hiding kids, he wasn't hiding debt, he was hiding a bad haircut. Some of y'all are proving exactly why men don't open up. Anyway, that's enough for today. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and stay tuned for the next video.